Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the HorseManDon Show. I'm Don Stevens. This is Soundbites. Let's go.
Really pull somebody out of the barn. They working real hard, so they got to try to get some of these boys. The boys that started coming around, work from them, so try to get them a shot at it. David couldn't do it, so yeah.
Welcome back to the HorseManDon Show. I'm HorseManDon, and this is Soundbites. Well, I visited with many of the horsemen and women once again this week, taking part in the 2017 American Quarter Horse season here in Vinton, Louisiana at Delta Downs. Got a great visit with them this morning. We're going to hear their sound bites in just a moment. I'd like to remind you the current season here at the track runs until July the 8th with post times each Wednesday through Saturday night for live racing at 6:15 p.m. Central, so enjoy that until the meet comes to an end. Well, like I said, great sound bites coming up. We'd like to tell you we've got some new features on this week's show. We've got a Fan of the Week. We're going to send out a prize for that. If you'd like to be next week's Fan of the Week, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and you'll be automatically entered. We'll tell you next week who the winner is and what the prize is as well. Also on this show, we're going to give you a tip on how to make some bets in horse racing. So if you're new to the game, you can make some cash and enjoy the sport even more. Well, right now, let's get to sound bites for episode 5, May the 23rd. I visited with Noe Castenada first last Saturday night after he won the biggest race of his career, the $266,000 Laddie Futurity, right here at Delta Downs. It was the first Futurity he has ever won. Let's go.
Yes, thank you very much. It's my first Futurity.
That's great. Well, that was a rich race and the right one to do it. And take us through the trip a little bit.
Yeah, you know, he hesitated a little bit coming from the gates. He jumped a little behind, and then he wanted to go to the inside. I just kind of pulled him, and then I took my left whip and just cut him. He came from behind, but we could manage to get first to the finish line.
Did you know you had it won? Because there was a lot of horses right on the line together.
Yes, you know, they give me my space, you know, where I could go through, and he just came at the end.
Now you and Kenneth Roberts are making quite a team, huh?
Yes.
Later in the season here, that might be a big horse for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've been winning a lot of races this meet. Yes.
That's fantastic.
It's pretty
congratulations on the big ride, and hopefully have a good rest of the season.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Have a great night.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, the horses and the riders are getting bigger. You know, got new guys coming up every day that are aggressive and wanting to work. And you know, in here, that's better than any place else in the country. If you work hard, you'll make a good living here.
Have a good week. You got some good mounts coming up this week.
Yes. I was looking at my entries last night when I was making my notes, and it looked like it would be, you know, it's good set up to be another good week.
Fantastic. Good luck. Stay safe.
All right. Thank you, Don.
You got change?
Yeah, I got it.
Kenny, JLS Dash and Fire, what an effort the other night. Congratulations.
Thank you, Don.
Yeah, he ran a huge race. Tell me what you thought of it. You had to change riders. Give me a little bit of story about that since David got hurt.
Well, I was a little optimistic about the riders and what to do, so I kind of didn't want to really pull somebody out of the barn that been working real hard. So I said I'm gonna try to get one of the boys that been doing, you know, work for me. So try to get them a shot at it. Since David couldn't do it, so I went on and Donald had one in. So I said, no, he's next up. Yeah. So and this horse is one of the horses that was real laid back and just didn't really know his temperamental ways, the way he want to get. He's not an aggressive horse. So, and the only thing I had left, I said, well, I'm going to have to get with Noe so he could get with David and let them talk about it and try to help me some kind of way that we could get this horse to the wire if we could, you know. And it looked like it turned out pretty good. So
yeah, I would say so. So they kind of got together and compared notes, and that really helped, didn't it?
It helped me a lot. It did, because I tell you what, it put a damper on my whole two days of racing, because I felt good about my chances, and then after that it kind of fell to the ground. You know?
Well, that horse was an $80,000 purchase. Is there more pressure on a horse that's bought for that kind of money? I mean, obviously, you're kind of the king of Louisiana, but still, that's a lot of dough to put out for a horse, and then you got a big return.
Well, you know, it's a lot of time we pay a lot of money for them, and they don't turn out.
Right.
But we try to buy breeding and confirmation, and just hope it turns out. But this one looked like it's turning out pretty good for us, so thank God for that.
Okay, finally, how did he come back, and what's his future like? Where's he going to race next?
Well, so far so good, and he's in the Leeburg, the sales and the breeder, so our main thing is we probably get him x-rayed this week to make sure everything is going the right way. So from now, we're gonna decide what we're gonna do.
Okay, does he look like a horse who may want more distance? You get
Oh,
later in the year, the distances get longer.
I think he's gonna love the distance. I think he will love the distance.
He was strong late the other night, wasn't he? He had to come from behind.
He did, and he still ain't put it all together. I still feel he didn't put everything together yet.
He can run even better. That's kind of scary, you know?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Have a great week this week.
Thank you.
So tell me what you got coming up, like for the Lee Berwick. What do you...
Well, I have that cold brown bottle, you know, that I'm hoping. He's got a little sore on me, but I think that he's going to be all right from here to the Lee Berwick. And I've got Diamond in the front, that Game Patriot Pity. That was her first stop, too. She ran a good race. She ran a second.
Yeah.
And
Now
I think
tell
they'll
me about
both
this
be
one
tough.
here. This one here, Grayson, she had an out. You said she had a little trouble.
She got bumped coming out the gates. I mean, she left in front, but the horse next to her kept hitting her on the rear end.
And what's her name?
Her name is MS Lady Dash. I mean, Agouti Dash.
Agouti Dash.
She's an Agouti out of He's a Fast Dash.
Oh, okay. And she'll show up where next?
She's in this Thursday.
Coming up this Thursday?
This Thursday. First race, the one hope.
Yeah. See if she can get out of there okay, huh?
See we can get a clean break and then
Yeah.
see her run. I like her, you know, but
Yeah. How many horses you have in training now, Frank?
I got only about 16.
16? Is that about the size you like?
Yeah, that's good. I mean, it's hard to find good help nowadays, you know. And that's good. Cause
Big operations, they got to have a lot of employees, don't they?
a lot of employees, and you got to keep your eyes on them because
Yeah.
they want to check, but they don't want to do nothing.
Yeah. You got to stay after them, don't you?
Yeah, they try to get away with whatever they can, most of them. I mean, there's some real good guys, but they're hard to come by.
Well, good luck this week and the rest of the meet.
Thank you, sir. Maybe
We all need a little luck, don't we?
Yeah, we all need a lot of luck. Good horse and a lot of luck.
There you go. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Well, it's time to take our first break here on the HorseManDon Show Soundbites. We'd like to tell you this show is brought to you by the Chalkbuster, Mike Barker up in Ohio, a good friend of mine. He makes the picks for you, and all you have to do is go to brisnet.com or twinspires.com for just $5 a day and get simulcasting picks, 2 of them per day, with wagering strategies that bust the chalk. It's all value, no chalk every day. The Chalkbuster picks. Check it out. Doesn't cost much, and you'll be busting chalk before you know it. Well, coming up later in the show, we're going to have a new feature, the Fan of the Week segment. We'll tell you who that is this week and what prize they won. We'll also have a handicapping segment to tell you how to make some of those bets when you come out to the racetrack. Right now, let's get back to Soundbites. All right, Rene.
All right.
You spent last weekend, you said you went to Canada. Tell us about that real quick.
I went up there to Canada, to Ajax Downs, and was looking to ride, but gates were malfunctioning. They had to cancel the whole event.
So you went clear up there for nothing.
Clear up there for nothing, but I'm fixing to go back there probably this next Sunday or the Sunday after that. The races have to go again, so
now,
I have
people
to
don't
go.
know, where is Ajax Downs?
Ajax Downs is about 30 minutes from Toronto, Canada.
Okay.
So from Detroit, it's about 4 hours. I drove from Detroit to Ajax.
You flew to Detroit and then drove?
Drove from Detroit.
So you have a passport and everything?
Yeah, you have to have everything there because the Canadians don't want Americans over there. They're trying to take their jobs, they said.
Uh-oh, we don't want that.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah. All right, now tell me, like me, you have a YouTube channel, so tell people.
Oh yeah, I have a YouTube channel I make videos on, and I make little GoPro videos where leaving out the gates and stuff like that, working in the morning.
Yeah.
If y'all go subscribe, Rene Gutierrez on YouTube, go hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna make more videos coming soon.
So your people need to subscribe to me and mine to yours.
Oh yeah,
right?
go ahead and subscribe to Don Stevens, Don the Horseman.
HorseManDon.
Yeah,
right?
HorseManDon.
Okay, now one other thing before I let you go. How'd you get your nickname, La Rana?
Oh, my dad, that's what they called my dad back in the day, and they got stuck on me somehow. For some horsemen started calling me La Rana, La Rana.
So what that mean, the frog, right?
The frogman, yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
I guess you can swim.
Yeah, no, I can't swim.
Not a swimmer.
Not a swimmer, afraid of water.
Well, hopefully we'll call him La Rana in the winner's circle this week,
Yes,
right?
sir.
All right.
Hopefully, we got 2 winners this week.
Well, good luck. Good luck with Canada.
Thank you.
I was very, very pleased, Don. Armando Reba showed a lot of talent from day one. We actually thought we might win the race because the horse was so good. Kenny's horse ran an outstanding race, and of course, we're very pleased with the second place finish, and we'll go from there.
Now you said he came back in good shape, right?
Yeah, we x-rayed him yesterday, went completely over him. Dr. Brandon came from Elgin, Texas. We went over the horse and did a complete set of x-rays, and he came back really good, so we're excited about that. That's as important as the next step, so the next step will be the Lee Berwick.
Lee Berwick, and then on from there the rest of the year, and hopefully he can stay sound, right?
Right, that's the key, is keeping these babies sound. You know, we've gone through them. Of course, yesterday we sold a couple horses and moved some horses around, but keeping them sound at this point is the key. And you know, it's kind of hard to do with these babies, but we're real tickled with Armando Reba and his success at this point.
Well, that's great. Well, how do we look? This is week 6 coming up. How do things look for the barn?
Barn looks good. The barn has actually improved a lot. I've seen a lot of improvement in our young grooms. We had a tremendous turnover in grooms. We had to educate 24 new ones going into the year, and you know, it's tough. It's tough to get these guys to do the little things, to dot the I's and cross the T's, but the barn looks good. A lot of the horses are sound. I can see a lot of improvement in their morning conditioning, and I think we're in pretty good shape for the rest of the meet.
Well, fantastic. Good luck this week.
Thank you, Don. Appreciate it.
Looking good, Lucas. Okay, Fonzie, it's Tuesday. It's payday for jockeys, right?
Right.
Tell us how that works. You come and get your check from the horseman's bookkeeper?
Yeah, you know, every Tuesday we get paid here at Delta Downs on Tuesday, and you know, we pick it up and then we start distributing it, you know, to our agent and, you know, our valet, you know, paying our percentages and stuff to them. So it's almost like a little small business, you know, that we kind of keep rolling.
Yeah. Does that include the jocks mounts you get when you don't win a race? The bookkeeper
That's right.
takes care of
Yeah,
that
I mean,
too, right?
all through the, you know, all the racing and stuff. You know, she's you know, she handles all the bookkeeping and stuff for us. You know,
Yeah.
every horse that we ride, whether if we win or we don't. You know.
Yeah. So once you get your check, then it's the amount of dividing it up, right? You got taxes, you got an agent,
That's
you got
right.
a valet,
Yeah,
you got to
yeah.
pay your bills,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, we're happy to get it, but then a little unhappy to distribute
Yeah,
it
exactly.
too much.
Yeah.
That's
So
it.
what did typically like agent, valet? I mean, how much of that does it take out of your check?
About almost 30%. You know, so I mean, it's quite a bit.
Yeah.
But then again, you know, we'd rather give it to them than Uncle Sam.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But you still got to pay
Yeah,
your
yeah,
taxes,
yeah. We
right?
still got to pay our taxes for sure. Yeah.
When you win a big Futurity or something, that's a nice payday.
Yeah, it is. It's a really nice payday. But then, you know, the distributing and stuff. I mean, you end up having a lot more money left. You know,
Yeah.
when you start paying your percentages and stuff, and then your taxes.
Now you've been in this business a while. Does somebody help you with your accounting and your finances?
Yeah, sure. My wife does some of it, and then we have a bookkeeper too that, you know, kind of keeps us in line.
Yeah, and does your taxes.
Yeah, and does my taxes and stuff. Yeah.
So, and also with a business, you probably got to keep a lot of receipts because things are deductible.
Yeah,
right?
correct. Yeah, you know, the trips, you know, just the cost of living, you know, when you're away from home and stuff. You know, you got a lot of write-offs you can ride because you're always a lot on the road and stuff, and planes and trips and all that. You're able to kind of
And
write off.
equipment like saddles and things
Exactly,
like those aren't
correct.
cheap,
Yeah,
are they?
yeah. No. Your saddles, your girths, your equipment, you know, your helmets and safety vests and all that. You know, they're pretty high dollars. So you know, you got to kind of keep those current. You know.
Yeah.
So the fans see you guys win these big races, they think it's all glory, but you got a lot of work behind the scenes and a lot of costs.
That's correct. You know, from when you're in the outside looking, you know, into the rider stuff, oh, so that looks pretty neat. But you know, when you're riding and they don't know what the whole, you know, circumstances, you know, go behind the scenes more like it. You know, what goes on with us. But you know, they're, you know, it's just part of the business.
Right. Well, you do a good job and keep it up. Okay.
Thanks
you for sharing that with us.
All right.
It's time to take our final break here on the HorseManDon Show Sound Bites, but we'd like to tell you about our new feature. It's the Fan of the Week, and this week's Fan of the Week is a good old friend of Delta Downs and mine. That's Philly Steve Conway from up near Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Him and his wife Avery and young son Lance, they watch the Delta Downs simulcast show regularly almost every day, and Steve has been down here to Delta Downs in years past. So Steve, you are the Fan of the Week, and I'm going to send you this LQHBA ball cap. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful with the logo right there on the front of the white cap? I hope you enjoy it, and thanks for being this week's Fan of the Week. If you'd like to be the Fan of the Week next week on the show, all you have to do is leave a comment down below, hit the like button, and make sure and subscribe to this channel. We'll have a new prize for you next week. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Also, in this break, we'd like to tell you a little bit about wagering on the horse races. If you're not familiar, if you're new to horse racing, you might wonder what an exacta is. Well, an exacta is when you pick horses that finish first and second in exact order. So if you like the 5-horse to win, you like the 7-horse to run second, you would bet a 5-7 exacta. If the race finishes 5 and 7, first and second, you'll cash your ticket. Now, if you're not sure who's going to be first or second, you can box your picks. That would be a 5-7, for example, box would cost you twice as much. Instead of $1, it would cost you $2. But either way it came, 5-7 or 7-5, if they were first and second in either order, you would cash. Now, you can box as many horses as you want in a race. The cost just goes up depending on how many horses that you add. So that's your tip of the week. Right now, let's get back to the final segment of Sound Bites here on the HorseManDon Show.
Okay, Jeremy, we've got flipping halters here. Some people don't know what they're used for. They're used a lot in quarter horse racing. You call them a rig, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, exactly how does this piece of rope make a horse behave better?
Well, a lot of trainers like them so they can have their head straight and looking down the racetrack. Obviously, they work so they can't turn over. See, this will hold the rig itself in the ring of the halter, and it don't give. You got to tie it into the gate.
Yeah, show me kind of how it goes through the pin, right?
Goes through the pin here. Like this one is. You'll put it through the door, slip it through that pin.
Right.
Once you put it through the pin, put it through there, through this here.
Goes through the ring on the halter.
Goes through the ring on the halter, comes back through the first hole, slides through here.
And when the doors fly open, that pin releases it, right?
Yes, this does. This pin here.
And then the rope just flies and you guys pick it up after the race,
right?
Right. But that keeps the head straight looking down the track like that. Okay.
Like that.
Perfect.
Yep.
And that keeps them from obviously leaning back or sitting down too, right?
Right, correct.
So you guys like using it as a gate crew?
Sometimes. So I'd rather them not run with them, but sometimes, you know, it's better.
Easier to get them in and out without, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, it's an important piece of equipment. I appreciate you explaining that.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It was a hard race, you know. Luckily, we placed third, and hopefully we have a better shot next Futurity.
You can ride that horse again.
Yeah, right? Yeah,
That's good. Well, you're his agent, so you guys are young, 21, 20 years old. Tell me how it works to have work with your family.
Oh, it's complicated. Nah, but it's good, you know. I've been with him since he began, and he said he needed an agent, so I was like, all right, I'll try it.
Yeah, when did that start?
It started, I was working in Remington, and then he told me, you know, he struggled a little bit over there, and then he's like, hey, you know, if you want to become my agent, we could go to Delta. I was like, all right, sounds good.
You guys have any brotherly, fights? Or
oh, of course, you know, of course, that's the normal, but everything's pretty good, you know, we're like best friends, we're very close, and
that's good. And you have younger siblings, right?
Yeah, we have one little brother and one younger sister.
And how old are they?
One's 16, one's 13.
And where do they live at?
Back home in Dallas.
Dallas?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's where you're from originally?
Yes, sir.
What do your parents think about you guys working?
Oh, my dad, they love it. You know, they're glad that we're together. We don't get to go home as often as we should, right? But they know it's part of the job.
Hey, you gotta work, you gotta make a living, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, we're all rooting for you guys.
Thank you.
Have a good rest of the season.
Thank you, Don.
Okay, John, you got not many closings coming up. Next big thing is firecracker trials, right?
Yes, sir.
And when do you enter for that?
We enter on June 2nd for the Firecracker Futurity trials.
Okay, great. And while I'm in here, I wanted you to kind of explain how you lay out these races, because this is kind of amazing. Look at all this. This is like day by day, and you got condition book 1 and 2, and then your yellow. Explain that.
The yellow part, the ones that are highlighted in yellow are the Louisiana bred races, and then the ones that aren't are the open races, and then all the little green specks dots are the Futurities, derbies, and stake races.
And if they have an X, that means that race did not fill, right?
Yeah, we didn't use it that day. It might have filled, but we didn't use it, or it didn't fill.
Okay, well that's amazing. You got to be so organized in this business, huh?
Yes, sir. We try to be.
All right, well thank you.
Thanks.
Well, that's it for this week's edition of the HorseManDon Show. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed bringing it to you. Don't forget, live racing here at Delta Downs happens this week, Wednesday through Saturday night, with post times each evening at 6:15 p.m. We'll stay on that schedule until the meet closes out on July the 8th. Of course, we've got the Firecracker Futurity and Derby races coming up in the weeks ahead. And, of course, Louisiana Showcase Night on closing night, July the 8th, featuring the year's richest race, the Lee Berwick Futurity. Don't forget, if you like this video, make sure and hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and leave a comment below, and enter that Fan of the Week contest. We'll draw a name and have a great prize winner next week. Until next week, I'm Horseman Don. We'll see you back here at the races.